Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to the 2024 Senator Riley Christmas Band Concert. For those of you that are new to the school, haven't experienced it yet, I'm sure you're going to enjoy the show. And as you can see, as usual, we are standing room only, so that's pretty awesome. We saw a few people coming in that were frozen from their walk from their car 4 blocks away, so we appreciate you going through the wilderness to make it here. A few welcomes before we get going here. Welcome to our school trustee, Phil Irwin. Phil's over here. And I believe Mr. Drew Chipman is here as well, Assistant Superintendent. Assistant Superintendent and also Graham. A big thank you to teachers who have taken the time out tonight to help organize and everything as well. And a big thank you to Mr. Stelzer for all the time and community he puts into the show. So without further ado, thank you again for being here and enjoy the show.
Thank you and good evening. Before we begin, Nicole Senator Riley Middle School would like to acknowledge Treaty 7 territory. We acknowledge the many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit whose footsteps have marked these lands for generations. We are grateful for the traditional knowledge keepers and elders who are still with us today and those who have gone before us. We hope that the land can be an act of reconciliation and gratitude to those whose territory we are on tonight. Well, thank you, Mr. Ellis. Many thanks. As he said, there's a lot of people. You can see on the back of your program, there's something of a list of the people who have contributed in some shape or form or other to make this work, and that's great. You'll also notice in the back of your program that there are a list of dates, possible dates that are becoming more finalized as we get closer into the new year, all the way to so we send these out on emails as we can. On her Friday update always has these emails if it's easier to add them to your calendar that way. And there's a QR code on the front of your program. So we've done a 50-50 for a number of years, but this is the time where you pull out your phones and you can donate through the 50-50 that we're running. It'll go for a few days after today. And then on Thursday, we'll do the draw. So all of that goes back to the band and students to help us make things possible for them. Yeah, it's all very good. Share the link with other people, post it online, whatever works for you. Well, I know that we're here to listen to some music and we'll start right away, but I just want to say before we get into the thickness of our concert, and we'll move along as fast as we can, that I am exceedingly grateful for the opportunity to work at the school with Senator Riley and to have you all gather with us to celebrate with music. There's a lot of traditions around this time of year, so before we begin, I want to personally, for me alone, not on behalf of anyone else, I just want to say that I wish all the hope, peace, and joy for you. I know these things are in short supply, and if we're honest, they're often in short supply within our own hearts as well as the world around us. So I'm convinced that that a baby came 2,000 years ago for that purpose. But we're going to move on to the collective here. And so on behalf of all of these students and myself, I hope the music that we perform tonight can be something that you can enjoy, a group of ordinary people just coming together to make music, putting aside what makes us different, and enjoying something wonderful that comes out of it. So let's play. You might not recognize the title of our first section, A Christmas Proclamation, but snippets of all kinds of songs that you probably do recognize. So, grade 7 concert. Well, our next selection has been in our folder for a little while, so we're going to play this one for you as well. Very picturesque, real soundscape. It's kind of all in the title, so you can kind of see where that's going, okay? A little packed song with all kinds of furiousness and ferocity and intensity. This is by Larry Clark. So one of the things as grade 7s that we have to look forward to is band camp. And that's around the corner. It's February 12 to 14 for the grade 7s. And there's all kinds of things, information coming. I know this is new for some of your families. So if there are questions or concerns, just because this is something brand new, something that maybe you've never really considered before, please have a conversation with me. Let me know that maybe there's some things we need to be figuring out and thinking about, but we'll talk about it. And if there are things that you need from me, I can give it to you. We do have a parent meeting. This is something that's required by the division, yes, so you have to mark it in your calendars. It's on the back side of the page, January 22nd, 7 p.m. for all parents of grade 7 and 8 students going to band camp. So forms will go out in January. They're pretty much ready to go. The difference is that these forms are done online, all right? So it's all on assembly now, which is supposed to make your lives easier. We'll find out. That's the plan. That's what they tell me. So that'll all happen in January. All right, well, we have one more song to play for you. It is a light-hearted rendition. Okay, we're down to one speaker, but it should work, okay? Hopefully this speaker lasts us for the night. All right, we're going to move over here to our little jazz band. And this is our grade 8 jazz band. We had our first concert this year in Highwood just a few weeks ago. It's always good to share the stage with them. Had some clinic time. Song from an American show from the 60s called Danger Man. I don't know if you remember that one, but you can see the influence of James Bond in this. They came out right around the same time. John's going to take a tenor solo. Yep, and this is grade 8 jazz with Secret Agent Man. All right. Yeah, let's hear it for John. What a solo, eh? That's great. This fabulous group of young people, I'd say they agree. I don't know if they really do. They agree to meet twice a week at lunch. It sometimes isn't always easy to get them all in there, but we do it. We make it happen, and you can hear the results. We only have 20 minutes to practice, and we've come a long way. It's a lot of fun. So, this jazz band idea is for any grade 7 and 8. It's available to anyone who wants to join anytime. It's not really restricted by much. It's just grade 7 or 8. Grade 6s, this is what you have to look forward to next year. Okay? A lot of fun. So, our second tune is a little James Brown tune, 1965. Groovy thing. John's going to take another solo, and we're going to also feature Valen on the drums. Okay?
That's fun. So, you may have noticed out in the foyer, in what we call the gathering area, was a display for the venue. I don't know if Michael Kohler, can you just wave in the back there? It's right in the corner. So Michael was at the venue, and Pam was there as well. And so this is something that is quite exciting, I think. It's quite an exciting opportunity. Some of you are familiar with the venue. It's this outdoor venue that is situated halfway between the Wales Theatre and the entrance to George Lane Park. It's on the south side of the street, and they've been known for hosting live events outside when the weather permits. Our jazz bands have played there for several years. Several years we've gone there. In June, we play Senator Riley and Highwood. We have a whole afternoon of jazz at this outdoor venue. And the exciting thing is that they are planning to build a building. And so that's what this is all about. And I want to just kind of bring that to your attention. We won't do much more about it today except just encourage you to check out that display. Band in High River and at Senator Riley is alive and well, as you can see. We have so many excited kids taking part. But the venue is a place where this can happen outside of school. And so not only can schools be involved, but so many other different kinds of performers can take part in this, individuals. And I've seen exciting things happening over these last few years where students and children have had the chance to take part in things in the venue, giving them opportunities that they wouldn't have in other places. And it's a kind of it's an opportunity where music can become a lifelong thing, whether you're an audience member or a performer. So what does this have to do with you? Well, following Highwood's lead, if you were at their concert, we're going to encourage people to get involved. We have a lot of community members in High River who went at one point to this school, notwithstanding the students in front of you. There's a lot of community people who went there. It was built in 1953, according to the records I could find. And then some of you will remember the fire of '93 and how that changed everything for a while. And band has continued to work through all that time. Can I just see a show of hands of anyone who actually went to Senator Riley in some form, whether it was a high school or, yeah, we got a lot of people here, okay? So this is where we are. We're encouraging people on behalf of Senator Riley to pledge a donation to the venue to get themselves going here. Senator Riley bands have been going on for over 70 years, and this is an exciting thing to have a community venture that has so much vision and desire to reach the community. So if Senator Riley reaches its goal, it's not, the money doesn't come to us, it goes straight to the venue, then we are named as a founding donor, and that's exciting. So check it out on your way out. Today they'll have their display. You can see what the 3D model of their place looks like and what they do. All right, grade 6 concert band. Well, if you have a grade 6 student, you already know what goes on here. We spent about 2 months experimenting, and so we've had about 10 classes now to put on a show. And it's not very long, but you hear that they're doing some really good work. We're not playing the hardest music yet, but from this point on, they're just going to take off, and they're going to grow fast. So we're going to play some songs that you may have heard before. The first one we're going to play all together. We're going to feature the clarinets, and then we'll feature the trumpets, and then we'll play it all together again. Still pretty short, but you might be able to kind of pick out your child in the mix. I guarantee you've heard before. It gets played all the time. We're going to again play through it 4 times. The first time we'll play it all together. Then we'll have our woodwinds, which are the flutes and clarinets. Traditionally, they used to be made out of wood. And then we'll have our brass on the 3rd time. They're all metal instruments. And then finally, we'll play all together again. Yes, this is the annual hot cross buns moment. So they're going to stay here, but what we're going to do is there's a group of students who have focused a little bit on some extra stuff. They've kind of pushed ahead. There always are. And so they've decided to learn a few extra tunes involving a few extra notes. And they've met together twice. And they're going to play for you right now. All right? And our first song is Good King Wenceslas. Now, we're going to go through all sections one at a time. So you'll get to hear each one: flute, followed by clarinet, followed by trumpet, followed by trombone, followed by euphony. All right? And it's just a few of our grade 6s who are going to play this time around. Good King Wenceslas. Yes, so we're going to play another song with just a 5-note band, we call themselves. Beethoven, considered to be one of the musical geniuses in the West, has probably a tune that we all know, very common. We're going to play this little one from his 9th symphony, from the 4th movement, a tune I'm sure you'll recognize. This is commonly called Ode to Joy. Yes, it's kind of short, but the original is over 70 minutes long, so we figured that out. Yes, Ode to Joy. Now we have one last song, and we're going to play a little tiny version of Jingle Bells. Again, we're going to feature the brass first, then we'll move into the woodwinds, and then we'll finish the whole song together. This is the last song with the 5-note band, and we'll bring everyone back in again. Actually, play this. Can I have my 5-note band stand? Here we are. Yes. I think there's about 23 of them. Thank you, have a seat. That's about 23 of them, and they've all done the good work to get there. So, this is our final little 5-note band song, Jingle Bells. Yes, the 5 notes. Well done. All right, back to the full band. Students have been playing, we always do this in grade 6, where they're playing these songs, trying to get to a place where they can perform just one, all by themselves, play a little song. And we've got quite a few. There's 6 songs on the list. And what I want to just kind of highlight right now is, could I have any students who have performed all 6 songs for me already? Could you stand? If you've already performed all 6 songs. Yes. Now, there's more. If you have played 4, 5, or 6, can you stand? 4, 5, or 6, we've got a few more in there, in the mix. If you played 4, 5, or 6. If you played 3 songs for me, stand up. Oh yeah, here they come. If you played anything for me, stand up. Now there's still a few that have to play for me, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Cool, have a seat, guys. We're gonna play another simple little tune that you've heard before called Au Clair de la Lune. The flutes are gonna have a little feature. The low brass are gonna have a little feature. We'll play through it 4 times. All right, we're going to play a little longer song. This song uses only 3 notes, which is a challenge to actually come up with a song that can go for a little while that only uses 3 notes. We're going to bounce around all over the place. We're going to have people all the time featuring their instrument. And we'll play this little song for you entitled, what is it called? 3 for the Show. Yes, here we go, 3 for the Show. final song. It's pretty short. I'm going to invite grade 8 drummer to come up and play with us. And we're going to play a fun little tune in solid state. Okay, well, according to my sources, our 50-50 is already at 735, so that's moving. It's moving along. Encourage you to, discuss with your neighbors and see if there's something you can do about that. Band students to maybe pipe down here so we can get. Over the last 4 Fridays, many of you know we have option blocks that go for the afternoon on Fridays. And cool opportunity, we've created a band, and these students showed up for Fridays in November, December, and we've come up with a couple songs for you. And that's really cool. I'm really proud of the fact, 23 kids coming together, a lot of grade 7s who have had to work pretty hard to figure out this music, and they have. And there's some really cool things that have happened when you create a new group and all of a sudden it works. So please enjoy. Our first song is probably not a stranger to any of you, so we'll just begin it, enjoy, and this is what, we don't really have a name, except that it's during Cult Option time. So this is the Friday afternoon, grade 7 and 8 Cult Option Band, for lack of a shorter name. I realized as we got closer to the concert that I had programmed 3 songs that start with I Want, which is not really what we're trying to teach people these days, but still, they're all good songs, fun songs. So, this case, we want a hippopotamus. This goes back to 1953. And in 1953, a little 8-year-old Gayla Peavy, whose name you may not know, sang this song, and it shot to the top of the charts. I guess one could argue whether it belongs there, but it's a lot of fun. All right, so we're going to play a little hippopotamus tune for you right now with this Friday afternoon grade 7 and 8 Colt Option Band. Okay, we just have a little bit of moving to do here. We just got to get ourselves sorted out. We're grade 7 jazz. Okay, well, here's our grade 7 jazz band. We're going to play one song for you. It always takes a little while for grade 7 jazz to kind of figure things out. It's brand new. It's very different. But these guys have been ravenous, and they have gobbled everything up that they can. And it's been a lot of fun to watch them grow in their jazz band experience. We've done a lot of soloing, experimenting, but on this song, not tonight. We're just going to play you a little tune recorded first by Spencer Davis Group, and you'll probably recognize it. This is one of the largest little grade 7 jazz bands I've had in a while, so it's a lot of fun. 9 trombones. That's pretty cool. So we're having a little fun with this. Enjoy grade 7 jazz and give me some love. Okay, well, we're getting close. And what we're going to try and do here is wrap up with our grade 8 concert band. We have a healthy contingent of grade 7 FI students who are a part of this band, an important part of this band. They jumped right after grade 6, they jumped right into the grade 8 band, and they're doing a great job. And we're going to play a couple tunes for you. Our first selection is based on a tune you've already heard, Good King Wenceslas, but it's a little more complex. In fact, we have a couple key changes along the way, so there's kind of 3 different versions happening in here. This is our grade 8 concert band and Holiday Overture. So we're heading back to band camp for those who have been before in grade 8. A little bit of fun, a little bit of anticipation. We know what's going on. Again, this will be at the end of February, February 26th to 28th. Same things. Parents are gathering for a little parent meeting end of January 22nd, and we'll get that all sorted out. Still, again, if there's questions, even as grade 8s, in this band, we can certainly talk about things and figure things out. We need chaperones. We need someone to actually pull our trailer this year, so we lost our trucks. We're part of our staff. It's okay, but maybe somebody has something they can help us with. Anyway, our next song is a little bit of an older tune. It's decidedly a little more dark, all right? And a little more sinister, perhaps. I can't say I've ever lived through frostbite, but here's a musical rendition of such a thing. Well, just a few things to wrap up here before we play our last piece of music here. As I said, there's some official thank yous on the back side. I just want to kind of highlight a few things. Don't forget about our 50-50 raffle. And a concert like this takes a lot of people and sacrifices from teachers and other things going on at the school all kind of take a bit of a hit when we take over the gym like this. So thank you to our supervisors for this evening. Thank you to our parent council who organized our 50-50 raffle running until Thursday. Principals, Ms. Graham, Mr. Ellis, our custodians and the front office staff who do a lot of work for me. And one little thing here regarding cleanup. I hate to say this, but if I can ask, all of the band students have been asked to make a few trips to try and help us get everything out of this gym after they take their instrument and then grab a few things. If you can help out, that's wonderful. We deeply appreciate it. And then we can all get out of here pretty quickly. It won't take too long. Anyway, many, many thanks and blessings to all of you in your homes over the season. Our final selection, titled A Joyous Christmas, Joyous Finale, is working two songs with joy. And it's a lot of fun to play these. The first is Joy to the World. And then we've got a new version of Joy, Ode to Joy, the Beethoven piece we played earlier with the grade 6s. And what the composer does so nicely in this is he weaves the two songs and has them playing simultaneously together at the end. So if you're listening carefully, you're a bit of both going on near the end as we reach the climax of this song. So, this is the Grade 8 Concert Band and a joyous finale.
Stetler, you are amazing. And that tie is simply, wow. Grade 8 concert band, you're awesome. Yeah. And so are all you guys over there, the 6s and 7s and jazzies and concerts. Thank you so much. And thank you all for coming too. Wow. Full house. Anything else you want to know? The trip was cold. Yes. No. But it's very warm in here though. Yeah. I'm going to take off my coat here in a minute. Where's the music here? Oh, the singing. All right, it's a bright Latin beat, okay? Bright and Latin. One more time. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It is such a pleasure to be part of this community, and I am just so privileged to have heard this concert tonight. In the last 28 years of me being in education, I would have to say that this junior high, or of all the junior highs I've been in, this middle school band and music program is absolutely phenomenal. We are so lucky. We've done a number of thank yous tonight, but thank you so much to all of the students who put in long hours, dedication, showing up, and just trying your absolute best and taking risks, trying new instruments. So thank you very much to all of the students tonight that performed. And a huge thank you to all of the families who support the school program and recognize the value of music in education and how music affects us all. So thank you to the families who support us each and every day. Thank you so much. And last but not least, I would like to thank Mr. Paul Stelter, who, as you can see, manages all of these students every single day, puts in countless hours, mornings, lunchtimes, after school, preparing concerts like this. This is no small feat, and that is for sure. And rather than like a big bouquet of flowers, we have a nice card and a little gift in here for you. Thank you.